MAGA hates Project 2025, and I thought that Donald Trump actually cared about his base, because in his first term, he seemed to be swayed by his base. He seemed to listen to his base.
Wait a second. Wait. MAGA hates Project 2025?
What's going on, you guys? Today we have Emma Vigeland and Sam tearing into Ana Kasparian. Ana Kasparian has been seen apologizing for her false coverage on Project 2025. Emma Vigeland goes in. Let's watch.
Trump administration. Russell Vogt, as OMB director, had essentially hatched this plot, which they weren't able to basically put into place. But to get rid of civil servants, career people working at agencies with political appointees, Schedule F was the categorization of these workers.
And then Biden rescinded that, and then Trump, I think, now has put it back in place, right, upon coming back into office.
Yes. And this has been out there.
Vogt talked about traumatizing federal workers.
And Vogt worked for an outfit. He was doing this in conjunction with the Heritage Society, but he was
Heritage Foundation.
Heritage Foundation.
His think tank was called the Center for Renewing America.
Center for Renewing America. That was basically the Trump administration in exile. All right. So here is a clip from the Vanguard about people who were in Project 2025 denial.
So if you just type in TYT Project 2025, beautifully, the first search result, Trump's plan is not Project 2025. Who could believe it? That's crazy. Let's take a quick look and see exactly, what Ana had to say in this clip. Then we're going to take a look at one more.
So I totally believe this reporting. I think this is actually accurate reporting. And if reporters didn't just serve as stenographers for the Democratic Party, they would have maybe found out there's a different think tank that literally has the same slogan as Donald Trump, and they might have reported on that ahead of time instead, but they didn't. Go ahead,
and
Jake.
his top staffers were connected to it, including Kellyanne.
So this video is about how there's another plan that's, way less concerning than Project 2025. That, all these liberals in mainstream media and all these Democrats, they're freaking out and they want to fear monger about Project 2025. But in reality, there's this other one that like Kellyanne Conway.
So right here now we even have Sam playing the Vanguard. He is going to give his take. The reason why this is shown is so that we can get context on what Ana Kasparian has said, as well as, seeing for your very own eyes. It's like, this is the first clip that comes up whenever you search Project 2025 with Trump. And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's people defending the whole idea that this is not Trump whenever it has happened in the past few days. And who better to speak on it? Ana Kasparian and Cenk Uygur.
Is behind or something, and it's way less scary. It's way less scary. Actually, if Trump gets into power, it might not even be that dramatic at all. It's probably just going to be like any other Republican administration, right?
Yeah, I remember we reacted to this at the same time. And to Cenk's credit, this was before he had gone so soft on MAGA. He's actually pushing back on her from what I remember in this clip.
No, he's not.
No?
This one, he's not. There were other ones where he did. In this one, no, he goes on to say, yep, this is the real plan. I think we can watch him say that right here.
Conway, et cetera. So these guys are definitely in charge. And one of the Trump staffers on his campaign team said, they're not the transition team, but they kind of are. They said, he said, in effect, they are. They've got, because we didn't have time to plan it. And here's a hilarious part of the story before I get to the worst part of the story. They said Trump is superstitious, so he didn't want to talk about a transition team at all before he won, which then greatly delays them.
Either way, that's the main part of that one.
First off, I mean, I didn't know, we hadn't played that last part. Any 5 minutes worth of reporting beforehand knew that Russell Vogt and the Heritage Foundation was literally building a dossier. I mean, we saw ads. They were literally like the Coalition Provisional Authority going into Iraq. We saw ads of them saying come in and apply. We need to check all your social media to make sure that you are a loyalist. We're putting you in a file. We'll contact you after. The idea that
in October, right? ProPublica released a video, and the quote was, "We want the bureaucrats to be traumatically affected. when they wake up in the morning, when we want them to not want to go to work because they are increasingly viewed as the villains. We want their funding to be shut down. We want to put them in trauma. So that, in conjunction with the fact that Vote had previously worked in the Trump administration, and that Project 2025 was authored by over 100 people who had previously worked in the Trump administration, should probably give you an indication that they were very serious about implementing this. And then remember Matt Walsh, MAGA troll.
If you guys like content like this, make sure to like and subscribe for more.
After the election, we don't need to pull it up. People can find it. But he said, like, oh, here it is. Thank you, Bradley. Quick on the trigger here. Now that the election is over, I think we can finally say that, yeah, actually Project 2025 is the agenda.
Of course.
LOL. Because we know that that's how Republicans operate. They have no problem lying about things like this.
And now,
yeah.
So some folks were shaming people, literally shaming people, saying you're dupes. You have Trump derangement syndrome for believing this, blah, blah, blah. I know some people after the election were like, I'm happy that Trump is coming in and going to stir things up, whatever.
Eek.
But the point of this is credit where credit's due. Granted, it's behind a paywall. But according to the Vanguard, people have admitted that they made a mistake.
All right, back on TYT. Cenk and Ana with you guys. More news.
So I just want to address something. I was wrong about Project 2025. MAGA hates Project 2025, and I thought that Donald Trump actually cared about his base, because in his first term, he seemed to be swayed by his base. He seemed to listen to his base.
Wait a second. Wait. MAGA hates Project 2025?
Where's the evidence of that?
What? What is this MAGA that they speak of? What is this? Make America Great hates Project 2025? Every single person involved in Project 2025 are the most Make America Great people there are. Like, what is this whole idea that that this is a betrayal of Donald Trump? This is what Donald Trump ran on. They were talking about destruction of the administrative state in 2017. Schedule F was released in 2020 as he went out the door.
Right.
He's walking around with RFK, who's saying we're going to get rid of all these agencies. We're going to get rid of the NIH. We're going to get rid of the CDC. We're going to get...
Yeah, and it's weird. It's almost like, Ana and Cenk, now that they've identified themselves, sort of as like, oh, we want to get to understand the MAGA base. We want to get to understand you guys, like Dr. Phil, Glenn Beck. We really want to, just grab a beer with you guys and hang out, Now that they've sort of done that, they're going to say, hey, well, we know you guys don't like this, so why is he doing it? Why is he going to continue to do this? And they really haven't even gotten... they haven't even touched the surface of how these people really are. They haven't even seen who these people really rooted for and who they voted for. They wanted this to happen. They were really hoping for this to happen.
Get rid of all these agencies. They're walking around to all their people. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. I mean, all of it. Well, like MAGA hates it. MAGA might not like Elon Musk because he's the least charismatic person in the world. But where is this evidence that MAGA hates what?
There we have it, you guys. It is interesting to see the system decomposing itself. The system is like cannibalizing itself at this point, as far as, Project 2025 getting rid of all of these government, departments and taking care of, it's taking apart the system. It's allowing these billionaires to profit off of the system. And after that, after we will no longer, after things will start to fall apart, it'll get real shaky how things develop from there on out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's another day in the progressive way.